busy on Instagram liking pictures. You need to stop playing and come and visit. I need your location inside the DM. Your friends in the back, they like go and see him. I seen her, I swear she was looking mixed. I think she was Cuban and Puerto Rican.
What's good, YouTube? It's your girl J Baby, and welcome back to my channel. And as you can see in the title, today's video is gonna be about a story time. The time, an embarrassing moment was my crush. You guys, it wasn't a good story, at least for me. From my perspective, it was not good. So let's get into it. Okay, so let me give y'all some background history of how this whole situation happened, and then I'll tell y'all the real story with the whole embarrassing moment thing. So okay, so it was just a senior year, and we just got to the second semester of our last year, getting prepared to graduate. And within the senior year, I started my crush was on the team, excuse me. But at the time, I didn't think of him more than just a friend, because I believe we went to the same school. Yeah, I think we did. So otherwise than that, like, I didn't think anything of it. I thought we were really cool, and we were just teammates, all of us, and that was it. So towards the end of that season came, and towards the end of that season came, we all stopped, like the whole team stopped, went to this restaurant, and I didn't eat there because I didn't like hot dogs, so I just sat down. Well, I didn't sit down. So let me tell y'all what happens in here. This is how the feeling started and all the little gooky girly stuff. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about. So we all walk in, and people started ordering, and me, of course, I didn't want to eat there because I didn't like hot dogs. So I just walked in there, just talking to everyone, and he was sitting by himself, and I don't know why, but I just looked and I was like, dang, he's really sitting by himself. So I'm just standing there, I'm still talking to more people, engaging with teammates and things like that, and my friend, she comes and sits in the next booth next to him, but right where the empty seat was. So instead of me sitting with her, I sat in the seat behind her so I could talk to her, and the person that I was talking to was standing in front of his table. So I sat there, I was like, I don't think it would be a big deal. He's not eating, and it's just an empty seat. So I sat there, not thinking anything of it, and I continued my conversation with my two friends. And he's just sitting there, and I'm talking to them and everything, and then I stop talking and I go on my phone, and out of nowhere he just starts talking to me. He goes, "Hey Tajay," and just starts the whole conversation, and I'm just listening, and I'm just like, yeah, like what he was saying was interesting. So I put my phone down and I listened, and I gave him my input on what he was talking about, which was a good topic. And you could tell by the way, his intellectual way of thinking, you could tell he's really intelligent, in that he thinks outside the box. He just not like some dumb boy that you just think is cute, you know? So I was just like, okay. And our conversation lasted until we got on the bus to leave, and after that we all just dispersed and went home. And then over time, in this semester, I would see him basically every day because the way our schedule was, we were on the same hallway, and I was just like, dude, I think I like him. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, no, you don't. You just think he's cute. You just like the idea of him. I'm just like, no, dude, like, I like him. I think he's cool. So, fast forward a couple of weeks, I told my two friends who are in his class, because I developed a good relationship with them, and they're pretty good people. And I told them that I liked him. And you like him? Wow, you are all the people you like them, but you're super pretty. Oh, that's cute. And I'm just like, oh yeah. It was like, so I was like, yeah, I like him. I think he's really cool. He's very smart, very intelligent. Not like many other people at this school, no offense. But I told them, and they were like, okay, that's cute. And they went back and they told him that I liked him, which I didn't have a problem with because it was true. And knowing me, I would never have told him. which is not the good thing to do. Because if you like someone, you should be the first one to tell them, not send anyone else. Which I kind of thought that was such like the weakest thing I could ever do, but it happened. So they told him, and then when they told him, they came back to me and they were like, well, we told him that you liked him, and he told us that he kind of already knew it was you that we were talking about, because they didn't fully tell him it was me. But then some way, somehow, he figured out that it was me. And to this day, I still do not know how it happened. Why? Because I gave no clue to that I liked him. We didn't speak much after that. It was just like a high and by situation. And then we would have probably had one conversation in the hallway, which didn't last long until we got downstairs. But otherwise than that, I'm just like, dude, how do you know? But they were like, well, he told us that he kind of figured it was you and blah 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 blah. And then they brought up some other stuff I'm not gonna mention. And then I was just like, wow, that's all I could say. And I couldn't wrap around my head to like how he knew. He knew. And then after a while, it got a little awkward in person because I think we would try to avoid each other after, because I don't know if he was too scared to tell me if he felt the same or that he didn't feel the same, you know, because it happens. I wouldn't have been hurt, but it happens. But like, we would avoid each other a lot, like in the hallways, and then miraculously, like over time, like it would change. Like I would see him more often, and more often he'd be by himself, and vice versa. And I'm just like, why is this happening? And I'm just thinking, maybe he's God's telling me something. But then again, I'm just like, maybe not. I don't know. So through this whole entire time to the end of the year, that same pattern keeps happening. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. Let me message him and see if I can get something out of it. So I did, and I was like, hey, it doesn't have to be awkward in person. We can still be cool. I don't want it to make you feel like weird, excuse me, or anything. I just want you to be yourself. And he goes, well, it shouldn't be weird. Why would I do that? That's so stupid, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, cool. He feels the same. The feeling is mutual. So let us not be awkward. Still say hi and bye. But y'all, let me tell y'all, it was still awkward after. Like, it was still awkward after. And I was just like, dude, I told you, you don't have to be nervous or like feel and you put in an awkward situation. Or like after that, I was like, I don't know. He's probably just avoiding me. He probably doesn't feel the same way. He's probably scared to say it. So, but it's okay. I won't be mad or anything. At least he's being honest. Like some guys wouldn't be honest. They'll just leave. Well, not lead you on, but like, you know, push it off. But like I was just confused, and I was just like, dude, like I told you, you don't have to be awkward or anything, and none of that. But after that, like it was okay. It was still kind of a little bit awkward. And then we had a sports banquet. That sports banquet wasn't that awkward. It was fine because I came and spoke to him first. But otherwise than that, it was fine. But then like, okay, so now we're fast forwarding. It was before. This was before. No, I don't know. This is like between the same week of the sports banquet. It's basically between the end of the year to where we had an ending testing date. So yeah, it's like between that week. It was 2 weeks or something. Around the same time frame. That's what I want to say. So this is the embarrassing moment part. So, it's the end of the testing day, and we're all the kids that want to leave early. On my schedule, I was already scheduled to leave early because I left early every day. So we all leave, and I'm just talking to some friends, and I'm leaving with my cousin because me and her plan to hang out that day after because neither one of us had to work. And we're walking out and we walk to our car, and as we're walking, he's walking behind us, because the only reason why I knew is because when I was looking at her talking, like out of my rear, oh my gosh, I'm so messed up. But out of this vision, I know it, yeah, just kind of what it is. This vision, can't think of it right now. I can see him, and me knowing me, I just froze up. I froze up, and when I froze up, she knew, like, hey, it's her crush is behind you. She's like, come on, let's go to the car. And we go to the car, and he's walking to his car, and he catches up with his two friends, a girl and a guy, and they were dating. And we walked to our car, and it's obvious that as he's walking, I'm pretty sure he watched us walk to our car because he knew that I liked him. So we walked to our car, and I get in the car and I talk to her and everything, and she looks at me, she goes, hey, you should say hi to him. And I'm like, dude, why would I do that? We're not nowhere near him or his car, so I don't know what his car looks like. I just know where he was walking to. That's apparently where his car was. But he doesn't know. I mean, I'm like, dude, no. Like, I'm not gonna say hi to him. It's gonna make it even more awkward than what has been happening. And like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna embarrass myself. And for the love of God, instead of us, when she started pulling out, instead of her turning left to go out to where you have to leave the campus from, she turns right and then makes a loop around to the parking area where he's parked at. And I'm just like, dude, like, why would you do that? I told you no. Like, and she's like, just say hi, just say hi. You know, when people yell at you, you get all amped up and you don't know what to do, and then your last instinct is actually to do what they say. And that's what happened. So I go and I start freaking out, and I'm just getting it. It's almost like being pressured, but kind of not, because, you know, but I was just like, I was so amped up, and I was just like, hi, really loud and really awkward. And the only good thing about it was the fact that the window was like this, like it stopped like kind of at my facial area. It wasn't all the way down. So after that, and as I'm saying hi, I seen everybody's facial expression. All out of those three people, their facial expression. One, which is the crush, my crush, or whatever you want to call it, he turns away. So I'm thinking the way that he turned away is like he saw me coming. So to avoid or pretend that he didn't see me, he looked down. So I'm pretty sure he saw me coming. But hey, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry I'm telling you people this story, but it has to be told. But and hi. Yeah, so as he, like, I'm pretty sure he knew that I was coming, because it looked like he was trying to avoid seeing me. And as soon as I say hi, he does that, and then the girl, she wasn't paying any attention, and then her boyfriend cuts his face in my direction so fast that his face kind of turned and was like, did someone just say hi to you? And like after that, I was so embarrassed. Like, I sunk down in the seat and I just rolled the window up, and I couldn't do nothing but shake my head. And I was just like, dude, why did you make me do that? Like, I was so embarrassed, like so embarrassed. And I felt for myself, and I was just like, dude, the only thing I can think of was he does not like me. I know that for a fact. He does not like me. And she was like, you don't have to think that way. Maybe you just make him nervous and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, dude, no. He does not like me. And she was just like, well, Tajay, you don't know that, and you will never know if you don't ask, and blah, 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 blah. I was like, well, one, it's obvious, because after they told him, I heard nothing. And then it got really awkward, and then you just tried to avoid me. So, yeah, that gives me the green light that you do not like me. And she was like, well, you shouldn't think like that. And I said, I should punch you in the face because of what you made me do. I can't even say she made me do it. It was just like out of instinct. It was like I felt like I don't know. It was just very embarrassing, and I would never do that again. You guys, if your friends or your best friends ever pressure you to talk to a guy, don't do it. That's my two cents. Especially if you don't. That's if you don't know if he's if you know or have the feeling that he doesn't like you back. Don't do it. Don't embarrass yourself, because that's exactly what I did. And do I excuse me? Do I regret it? Nah, I don't regret it. And do I think he likes me? I still think he doesn't like me, but it is 100% okay with me. I'm not mad at him. I never was mad at him, because rejection happens. And the only reason why I knew that because I did that a lot. And that's one of the reasons why I don't have a boyfriend. And yeah, rejection is not easy to deal with, but you just gotta live with it sometimes, because you might be attracted to many people, and it could be that one person that don't find you attractive because so many people like you, but sometimes it's not even your fault. So things happen. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this story time. And if you want more story times, comment down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and put on your notifications button for my channel so you can see when my first video pops up, or whenever I post a new video, you guys will see. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this, because I enjoyed telling you guys. And even though it's kind of embarrassing, but I was probably embarrassing myself. I only live once. And remember to keep it classy. And
She see money all around me. I look like I'm the man. Yeah, but I was down and out like last week. Tell me, where have you been? You came out of hiding, girl. Don't act like I'm your man. You just a fan. You don't